ザムガよ挽回千本桜影石
It is 10.5 weeks out. 10.25 weeks out. If the show's on Saturday. Oh. And woke up at a new low today. 189.2 pounds. Go. Right now I'm just eating my chicken and salmon this morning. It's about 120 grams of salmon. 60 grams of chicken. A little bit of spray of olive oil, a couple of fish oils, some multivitamins, the good shit. And woke up today just a little bit flat and a little bit watery. Not too bad, but you know, it's bound to happen as you slowly lose some weight over the course of time and your muscles look like they're shrinking just day by day. I've been feeling pretty good though. I've been feeling pretty good about this prep so far. Just haven't seen myself lean in a long time, and I think those are the cycles we need to feel really driven to cut again, really driven to bulk again and get big, and really driven to cut again and get shredded. Because we get sick and tired of things easily, and I think that's one of the things that is nice about life that just seems to fall into place in sync, is how it's more optimal for us. It's more optimal for us to progress by living life in cycles. Like it's more optimal for us to progress in bodybuilding by living our bodybuilding life through bulking and cutting cycles. And it's also a lot less boring. If you bulk for like 4 or 5 years straight, I feel like most people would feel pretty fucking tired of it. Same thing with cutting. If you're like shredded for years straight, yeah, you fucking look sick, but maybe they'd be sick and tired of just not growing. That's what happened to me. It was about like 3 years or so that I stayed shredded, as shredded as I could possibly, but still being able to sustain it. And man, I just got tired of just not growing. Like staying at the exact same weight at about 170 to 173 for 3 years. Like it was cool that I was able to progress my business and push out my content, but like in the end, like seeing absolutely no physical growth whatsoever was a little bit demoralizing, just a little bit depressing. Just a little secret for you guys, whether you're on bulking or on prep, personally spraying just like 2-3 grams of olive oil on my food, like my proteins, makes it taste like 1,000 times better than if I had to eat like walnuts later, or if I had to eat like an avocado. The avocados are okay. Avocados are yummy. But if I eat something like nuts, I do like snacking, but nuts are so calorie dense. I feel like I can only have like 10 nuts and then it's like 20 fats already or something crazy. Like I only spray 3 grams, maybe 4 grams of olive oil on my chicken breast. Also with the Kinder's buttery salt seasoning. You guys need to have that. This thing, not sponsored, but it's gas. Kinder's buttery salt seasoning is fire. Also, while I'm at it, I thought I would share with you guys some of the supplements I take every day. This is the new Defense supplement that's fucking insane. And it's absolutely stacked. And something great about it is not only does it have a host of supplements to really increase your immune system and your overall health, especially when it's applied to any internal factors as well as your organs. But if you were running any PEDs, especially the anabolic PEDs, this is the baby that you want to take. And this is the baby I'm taking. It's got all the good stuff. Vitamin C, D, E, magnesium, zinc, and then, getting even deeper, NAC and acetylcysteine. You guys know that one. It's got over a gram, milk thistle extract powder, and TUDCA. TUDCA is like the best, in my opinion, for your liver. Also prostate support, saw palmetto extract, beta-syssterol, elderberry extract, citrus bioflavonoids, and then it even has a host of things for kidney and heart, including astragalus root. And I can tell you most massive cycle supports don't have astragalus root, but this one does, so that's pretty sick. And then I always start off my morning fasted with 2 of these. Especially if you're someone that doesn't have good cholesterol, you know that this is a really good idea for you to take. And citrus bergamot is best ingested fasted, in a fasted state. So you could eat food and then wait 3 hours and then take this, and then wait like 30 minutes or something and then eat food. Or what I just do is I just take it in the morning before I eat my meal. Take it right in the morning and go take my shower. 30 minutes later, it's probably time for my first meal. Also after I do a little bit of fasted cardio. That's the baby. And obviously there's astragalus root, but that's already in this. So you don't need it if you have this baby, which is nice. And then my multivitamin. This fish oil by Huge, or honestly, fish oils in general, by far, I would say the #1 supplement that I've ever taken. There's no supplement I think that is probably more important than getting your omega-3 fatty acids and your EPAs in. Especially if you think you are prone to depression, then I think any sources of fish oil will be very optimal for you, but one such as Huge with a good amount of EPAs, and then also take that in addition to some vitamin D, that shit hits well. That shit will do you well. If you guys ever feel tired, if you guys ever feel slow, I want to remind you guys, if you only have 40% in your tank, if you only have 40% of the energy that you have for a day, you are just drained, you are tired, you're exhausted, you are burnt out. You only have 40% in there. If you give 40%, you've given 100%. And you've given it your all. And that, my good sir, is how you fucking grow and reach the stars. So let's get it. I gotta do shoulders today, shoulders and lats. So, I'm starting with pump serum, and then I'm starting with arachidone, and I ran out of magnifying, so, and I forgot to restock from home. It's like 8 o'clock, so I can't take caffeine, so I gotta skip the Rectin Rage. So I'm just running with 2 scoops of this baby. Ugh. Oh shit, what the fuck?
Longing for your embrace. Is this
the price that we pay? Okay. Do you want drugs? Huge has these like supplements that are pills. I don't know why. So sometimes I take like 9 pills before.
9?
There's 3 from this one, and then the Magnify has I think 6 pills. So maybe 8. No, that's 9.
You don't feel like you're gonna throw up?
No, I don't. I don't really feel it, to be honest, for some reason. But it's just weird to think that I'm swallowing 9 pills. Drug. Nothing new.
I feel like sometimes when I take too many pills, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Just me? Cool.
Yeah.
This song has been haunting me. It's everywhere.
It's haunting you for sure.
I showed it to you one time and was like, this is the best song ever. And the universe has put it on 4 million times. It's not stopped for 2 weeks.
Oh no. Oh shit. First exercise, lateral raises, shoulders. Seated because I don't want to swing this time and I want to make myself fucking hurt. And then basically I'm going for 15 reps of 8 sets today.
And I'm pairing this with lat, but honestly something that I've noticed is that I really like pairing it with lats because like the opposite movement, kind of just how like Arnold's chest and back movement feels when he supersets chest and back, gives me, I swear, the best pumps. Like the best pumps always feel like when I'm getting it both from opposite sides of the limb or the control point. So as much as I feel like splitting up my hamstrings and quads would be a really good split to give each one like a proper focus, I just feel like hitting hams and quads and bis and tris in the same days. I have an appointment scheduled to get an MRI on this on Friday, next Friday.
Didn't you already get one? Or no?
They didn't accept PPO insurance, so just the visit alone was going to be $500. That's crazy for a visit.
You make my weights look like
No way.
Like I was listening to the sound of like when you dropped yours down, and then I dropped this.
My tendonitis in my left hand has still been like bothering me. You know, to be honest, I thought it was going to get better, but going to my active release therapist every single week, it hasn't really made much difference. So the right side has been completely fine. I don't know if you guys have ever had tendonitis issues or tendonitis issues, but essentially it's a inflammation of the tendon, and the tendonitis actually extends past the tendon into surrounding parts as well. So basically I've had this pain that would just go from here all the way straight up through my thumb and through this part of my wrist. So I couldn't do things like hammer curls. I couldn't do things like any twisting movements. And I definitely couldn't extend my thumb outwards. But now it's been like maybe a couple months. Right side from active release therapy is like, it feels like it's almost completely healed. I don't have any pain anymore, but the left side has been excruciatingly. The shit's smacking me right now. It's been excruciatingly. It's been fucking painful since. It's been at like a constant level of pain for like the last maybe 2 months or so. So I'm expecting it to be a little bit torn, and I'm gonna get a doctor's appointment. I'm gonna go to the doctor that I have scheduled for next Friday. But I'm just wondering if you guys have had this tendonitis issue, because this shit kind of sucks. Okay. So basically I did 4 sets of lateral raises, and then I did 4 sets of front raises to make up the total of 8 sets of raises altogether. The reason I'm doing that, and the reason that I do that for my program, is when I'm my ADD is crazy. Yeah. Whenever I'm doing lateral raises versus when I'm doing front raises, the thing is, in both exercises, you're still hitting your medial delt regardless of what you do, front or lateral. So just because of that, I'm already hitting my medial delts at about 8 sets, just at like a slightly different shift in the focus of the fibers. Because with the front, I'm gonna get a little bit of front. With the medial, I'll get barely a little bit of the surrounding parts around the medial. What that does is that satisfies the 6 set minimum requirement for like growth. And I've always liked to go for very high volume, but what I've noticed is that whenever I try to go all out intensity of 10 throughout an entire workout of very high volume, I just noticed that I was breaking down my body, and I felt like I wasn't really getting any special results. But I noticed when I toned down the volume a little bit, as long as I still went just as hard. So instead of going to 10 sets, I did 6 to 8 sets, but I still went balls to the wall, but saved my failure for the last set of every exercise. I noticed literally the exact same amount of growth, but I felt less pain in my joints. I felt less overall like brain fatigue and fog. And I just felt more like motivation to go back and get it each day and get it at the workout. So I think essentially I just felt overall more eager for like the next day of my life, which I think is a fucking huge thing. Fuck. All right, homies. I'm going for 5 sets of the lat pull downs. I'm going for 20 reps. 20 reps minimum. Right now, just because it's a little bit more of a higher rep day for me. And that way, I'm getting a good 15 to 20 there on the lateral raises. I'll get a good 20 at the beginning. And I'm gonna shoot for a 15 at the end of the lat pull downs. Sorry for being fried. Fuck. Sniped. On program.
Get a load of that. 2 different types of people.
Damn. You guys are, that's crazy.
Like, I do one of these and I'm stabbing it and pushing it to the bottom and she's like scooping out one single.
They fucking gave me peanuts and I'm allergic to peanuts. So they gave me a large. A fucking large. Alright, so I just ate like a third of the bowl just cause I want to make sure that I'm fitting all my macros for the end of this day. And I also tried to make sure that everything on here was, there was no sugar, it was all fruits. I asked them for the acai ingredients, but I kept it to that, and then I still had some fats left that I was going to eat with olive oil on my fish rolls, but instead of that I just added a little bit of almond butter, trying to make sure that I still have good ingredients in there. As we get closer and closer to the show, it's going to just start looking like, honestly, chicken, salmon, fruits, veggies, and rice. Olive oil, fish oils, maybe an avocado. That's about it. For 10 more weeks, we're gonna get there, baby. So I just woke up like a few hours ago, just finished the second meal, heading into zoo to finish the rest of this workout because I couldn't finish the workout last night. So basically what happened is hit shoulders, hit lats, and then the freaking gym closed. I forgot that the gym closed at 9 p.m. So because we're on this grind and I gotta fucking kill it, and Coach Cobb would be mad at me, I gotta go to the gym and finish off arms right now. So it's my rest day today, but you know, half a workout yesterday plus half a workout today. I mean, yeah, I think it kind of qualifies for a rest day. But one thing I'm going to take before I go there is I took my BPC and TB last night, but I'm going to do a little bit of this injectable L-carnitine and then IGF-1 right in the arms right before I go. And this is from Transcend, and I think by the time you guys see this, the sale is probably going to be over, unfortunately. Or it might be the very last day. We're back in here. Boop. Now, today, I'm taking a pump of this. I took some Rect Enraged because now it's not freaking 9 p.m. at night, and now I can actually drink some caffeine. So I'm doing 1 scoop of this baby. Only because I don't want to be too watery later. 1.5. Yeah. This shit just hydrates me hella. So honestly, every workout, if I can, I'll fucking take the whole thing. But sometimes I just like to look a little dicey later if I got some interesting plans. You know what I'm saying? And then arachnodone. And then my Magnify, I keep forgetting to restock. Forgot to mention, if you guys are watching this the day it comes out, this is probably the last day. Might be the second to last day. But this week is a giant memorial sale for like Huge, which is all these supplements that I always take, and that's up to like 40% off. And that includes like the new Defend cycle support supplement that's like a fucking huge ass stack of TUDCA, NAC, and a bunch of other things. That is honestly the best cycle support I think I've taken yet. But it's totally brand new, so it's I guess that's all like 40% off on the site, but I don't know for how long that'll be. So sale might end like tonight or tomorrow night, but code now will get you the extra 10% off to complete that sale. Also, Mary and I were just gossiping, and she was just saying that she thought that dark sport was wolves. She thought it was called wolves.
Hashtag old ass bitch. I did something to tell me. By the way, Sean thought it was wolves too. Yeah.
That's because it is such a great job with the marketing.
Yeah.
That's not our fault.
No, I swear to God. He was like, guys, I was like, I need to get somebody a graduation gift. What should I get? And they're like, dark sport. I'm like, never heard of it. What are you talking about? It's all over the gym. I pride myself on being very old and cool. And then they're like, you see these people have it all the time. And I was like, wolves? Thought that fucking thing was called wolves. Side note, he doesn't know what kill crew is.
Whoa!
Young LA for life!
All right. We're doing 4 sets of tricep extensions. Flat straight bar this time, no rope. Tucking in the elbows. I like doing laterals for the lateral head, but sometimes, especially in situations like today, for some reason, my left elbow feels like it's about to pop off. So my personal reason for doing this is, for me at least, tucking the elbows in right now is helping me avoid this tension and specific like flexion-induced pain that's happening in my elbow. So by the time I got up here, I want to go for the full stretch, but sometimes if I go for the full stretch at a weird angle, it just fucking hurts, man. And this seems to be the best route of action for me to hit a perfect angle and hopefully not stress that tendon, that bone, and feel that pain. So right now I'm going for about 18 reps. I haven't been using this grip in a while, but I fucking love it, man. V-bar, cable curls, 4 sets. 8 to 10, 18 to 20, 15 to 18, 15 to 18 reps. Damn, fuck. Sometimes I wonder if like training hard has been reducing my brain cell count. Next exercise in the cycle, this time for the lateral head, 2 dumbbells, laying on the bench, and doing lateral head dumbbell extensions. Coming up to the chest and coming outwards, elbows out the entire time. Love this exercise because at the most stretched position, there's the most force. However, at the same time, because the dumbbell hits your chest, especially if you have your chest popped up, the range of motion, I think, isn't to the maximum of what it could be. So it's the one caveat to this exercise. But regardless, I still enjoy it because I get a great pump from it. The only other options for something very similar to this would be, say you grabbed a rope, tricep extension, came over your elbow, over your trap, next to your neck, and then pushed out like this. That's another good substitute, but sometimes I like to utilize the dumbbells. And just to try to overcompensate for the shorter range of motion, personally, I'll keep my chest in a little bit, and it shouldn't really cause very many issues because I'm not pushing some crazy chest weight, and thus I'm not really utilizing the same amount of force that I would if I was doing a bench press wrong. But then I put my dumbbells basically right here, and that way I actually start feeling a full stretch of my triceps to the point where my biceps are kind of pushing out my forearms because I can't really go much further. And it works. Incline seated dumbbell curls. One of the juiciest ones, one of my favorites because it gives the bicep a full juicy stretch. But unfortunately, my wrist is still fucked up right now. So because of that, hammer curls are a lot easier on my wrist for some reason rather than doing pronated curls. For some reason, when I twist like this, I feel way too much pressure on this side. However, with a hammer curl, where I would suppose I would still feel a lot of tension and pain along this area where the Quervain's tendonitis lands, I don't have any issues. So I'm going to stick with the hammer curls, which on the bright side, according to the credible research studies at the moment, does not make any difference in bicep activation versus a regular curl. If you want to activate more of the brachialis, apparently the studies actually state that reverse curls are actually more effective than hammer curls. Considering everybody's body is so drastically different, I think the best route of action still is always to do whatever you feel best. Do what gets you the best pump and the best results that you've seen. Not always just for the best pump, but mostly for the best results. I wanted to do my overhead tricep extension machine, but someone's on it. My favorite machine. So we're going into my other favorite substitute, the juicy rope. 3 sets. Fuck. You be careful with my wrist. Oh shit, bro. Last and final workout of the day, because I didn't get a finished lats yesterday. I only did 4 sets of the lat pull down, and I want to make sure I do a total of 8 sets. I'm doing the straight arm lat pull down, and I'm trying to do this at a heavier rep range because obviously I already hit lats yesterday. I need to have some time to rest, but I want to make sure I get all my volume in and I don't fuck up my program like my coach has me doing. So I'm doing 10 to 12 reps a day because I did a higher rep range yesterday. So hopefully that way, by utilizing periodization, daily undulating periodization, then I'm able to still effectively train my fibers Just this time, it's a little bit more focused on my my slow twitch, my fast twitch fibers, rather than my slow twitch. So the reason I get on my knees for this one is because it's a little bit too heavy at this weight for me to do it standing up. I start, what's the word? I don't have enough lever arm in my foot, so I start lifting off. But if I'm on my knees, I have this long lever arm of my entire bottom half of my leg to make sure that I don't start peeling off the floor.
Shit. Oh, fuck. Just eating the last bit of my salmon, and I made 90 grams of sockeye salmon with 3 grams of olive oil, and then I had 1 scoop of my huge isolate whey, which comes up to about 50 grams of protein, which I just like to mix sometimes because I like to taste some sweet stuff and eat some meat at the same time that has a good full amount of nutrition. Right now, I'm just gonna finish the rest of this editing, and then on Saturday, I'm gonna be going to Larry Wheels' 1Gen gym opening, which I think is gonna be super cool. He has me as a guest athlete. I think who else is going to come through? I think Lex is a guest athlete, Lex Little. Josh Manoy is, Bradley Martin. Again, thank you guys for always watching the videos and supporting. Obviously, code Nile for huge supplements, and that's on a sale right now. And then also Young LA, they have a massive drop early this next coming month in June. So easiest way to always check out when the new drops are coming, especially if you want to buy some Young LA clothes and help support the videos. I guess just checking out the Instagram page, whether or not you want to follow it or not, but honestly, they just post whenever the new drops are. So that way it's easy for you to make sure that you get whatever you want before it sells out, because the stuff sells out in sometimes a few minutes, sometimes within 15 minutes of the drop. It's always random based off of how much people like each item. That's about it, guys. And then Transcend HRT is where I get my TRT, HRT, all my goodies, the IGF-1, the testosterone that I use, and my glutathione that has kept me feverless and not sick for 3+ years so far. So hoping not to knock on wood, but is that I don't think that's the right saying. Crush your lift, kill the day, have the savagest workouts of your life, eat all the protein, eat all the calories, destroy the day. And if you only have 40%, give all 40% and you've given it all. Woo! Love you guys. Peace.